Hey guys, this is Dmitry with Canucks and welcome back to another review. Now we all know Gigabyte by their jaw-dropping GPUs and stable yet beautiful motherboards and some other PC components, but today we're diving deep into their $60 stealth gaming keyboard. This is the Force K7. Now first thing we notice is an extremely low profile of the set of keys. Along with its angular and strong design, the K7 obviously tips its cap to the beauty and aggressive design of the stealth bomber as we analyze the crisp lines, the matte black finish, and overall the covert military appeal. The keys are backlit using a 3-color backlight with dark blue, green, and light blue colors that can be switched by pressing the wheel and scrolling to adjust the brightness to fit your needs and the taste. Beside it is a volume control wheel that also mutes if pressed, and since there are no drivers included with the keyboard, having these at hand is quite convenient. Now the backlight isn't the strongest to begin with, it only peeks through in the darkest conditions, and the viewing angles to see the backlight is also limited. The size of the keyboard is about average for gaming devices and features an extended but not removable armrest, as well as adjustable feet with rubber pads to prevent from slipping. Now one thing to note is that there are no USB pass-through at all, so for a gaming keyboard at this price point, we find this oversight a little bit confusing. Now taking a look at the keys themselves, Gigabyte has opted to use a membrane-based slim scissor key structure similar to that of many laptops, and considering this is a gaming keyboard or gaming oriented, this leaves quite a bit to be desired. The keys feel mushy and somewhat non-responsive as we don't get that tactile feedback that we've gotten accustomed to with mechanical keyboards. But based off the name, the stealth aspect of the keys may be appealing to those not really happy with the loud mechanical switches. And the K7 is extremely quiet but doesn't exactly land in the gaming category. In fact, mechanical switches have become the norm with gaming setups, so using scissor switches leaves us scratching our head a little bit. However, despite the use of scissor key structure, Gigabyte has implemented a solution for those gamers who worry about input lag. They have implemented anti-ghosting capabilities around the WSD zone, including Q, left shift, and spacebar, so they are all registered without conflict. But for a gaming keyboard, the lack of full end key rollover is a bit disappointing. Plus there's no software for the Force K7, meaning no macro recordings, which is again something we've gotten accustomed to in gaming peripherals. Now coming back to the layout of the keyboard, we find function keys at the top where we have come to expect them, and included is something we haven't seen in a while are shortcuts for Facebook, Google, and Twitter. Plus you can open calculator and task manager from there as well. And we have all the media controls as well. A little bit unusual for a gaming keyboard, but we're not complaining. Now, I'm not a fan of the tiny backspace button, but many will appreciate the overlarge enter key. Also, I'd like to mention that the first sample we received experienced poor key performance, where you had to bang the space bar for it to register, while the backspace would go off every time you hit enter, which exposes the weaknesses really of the scissor style keys. But overall, the keyboard has a slim profile with aggressive style and black matte finish, so it looks pretty nice, and the keys are very quiet. However, the use of membrane scissor switches for gaming isn't ideal at all, as response and bounce just don't meet that gaming expectations and aren't as reliable. The backlight is also quite poor and the small backspace is annoying. Anti-ghosting rollover is only on the WSD cluster, and at $60 price point it's a bit high considering mechanical alternatives are quite close to this price range. Plus there's no driver software to record your macros, which is disappointing. Now the Force K7 is a very quiet keyboard, so if that's your priority when you game, it's a worthy of a consideration. But otherwise, we'd strongly suggest going mechanical. So thanks guys for watching. This concludes our review of the Gigabyte Stealth Force K7. Don't forget to subscribe for more similar content, and we'll see you in the next one.